We're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on. To change these things that we know are important to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of health. Thank you. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
Hey guys, welcome to another great show. It's been a week since our last one, and we got a lot to catch up on tonight. So we've got some birthdays to mention. So without further ado, Teresa with the birthdays. Go ahead, give us some birthdays, Teresa.
Okay, we had Mark Fewings a few days ago, and Crystal was a couple days ago. And Jeff, you have a birthday coming up?
Yes, on the 18th.
Oh, perfect. Okay, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Okay.
Happy pre-birthday, Jeff.
Thank you, Brian.
Yes.
Any other birthdays in June?
Not that I can remember.
Wow, well
Happy birthday. I didn't want to interrupt.
Anyone in the
Anybody in
chat?
June?
Any birthdays in the chat? Whose birthdays are in June?
No.
June 19th is Claire. We're going to say Dr.
Claire.
B because I don't want to mess her name up. Curious's mother.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's
Well,
right,
And
Claire.
June 7th was my friend Francine. And Valen in the chat, welcome from Reno. Her birthday was May 30th.
Oh.
Well, my okay. Well, we
Happy
got
birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone. I've got a special surprise where I've got my kids with me. They're enjoying time with Daddy for the next 7 weeks. So we hope to have a good one. Good 7 weeks all together. We're doing different events and stuff like that. I got them in summer camps and all that. So it'll be great. Anyway, it's good to see everyone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So which one are we going to start on tonight first, Sandy?
We are going to let Esther go to bed, so we're going to do Esther's folder first tonight. And to be honest with you, I would wait like a minute or two because right now there's only 3 people because you didn't do a promo or anything. You didn't put the room up early, so people are just learning about the show. So we should give them a couple minutes to get here.
Yeah. Normally we do Sundays. It was basically the kid's first day back with Daddy, so so it was pretty crazy yesterday. It was fun. So anyway,
How about you if Esther has time? No, if Esther has time, how about you do one from last week just to let people, because Valen's new. So how about we do one from last week just to let people show up before we start the new stuff? If Esther it has the time.
all right, let's do
I don't
a
want to
quick
keep
recap.
her there.
Quick recap then.
All right, just pick a folder that was your favorite last week, Brian. Not the rainbow or the Michael Jackson. That's new for you. That was on that.
I like the America the Beautiful one.
Then let's do that one. That's my favorite too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to me, I feel like that should have been more of the national anthem, don't you think?
I think it wasn't because it only really has one verse. You only say like one verse, and I think that's
we
why.
only sing one verse.
And the other song literally is singing about an actual battle that saved America from being taken over by the British. That is why that is our national anthem. Welcome, Robert Humphrey. We're doing a recap just to let people show up. So we're doing one slide from last week, and then we're going to get into the new stuff. And if I sound weird, I'm still congested from COVID.
Yeah, COVID just kind of lingers with you for a while. You know, it's like
Oh my God.
it's like that thing you just can't get rid of. It stays
Yeah,
with you.
it's
So
it's almost gone. It's just
Like a bad penny?
yeah, it's just still affecting my voice. It's almost, I would say it's 90% gone.
so this beautiful, oh beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple blank blank. What do you guys remember? I know some of you guys were here last week. Just put what had put for last week.
And you know what? Now we have Esther and Teresa to chime in on what they remember. Actually, Teresa did. Esther, what do you remember?
It was Mountain Majesties.
So Esther remembers Mountain Majesties. Hey, Wizardry, welcome. Yes, we're doing one folder from last week to try to wait for people to show up. And Valin remembers Mountain's Majesty.
That sounds so weird to me. That the mountain majesties, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I'm sorry, Esther.
I know somehow like that one I don't remember it that way.
It's okay.
Yeah, it was mountains majesties or something. That's what I remember.
For me, it was Mountain's Majesty, just like Valin remembers. But it's not anymore. It's changed. And Esther
Hi,
remembers
everybody.
how it changed.
Yeah, if you guys hear any background noises, it's my kids making some noises. Esther, I know you guys have. I mean, you have your kids there too sometimes.
He's my oldest
Yeah.
now, so.
Yeah. So purple mountains, majesty. All right. So we got. Was there enough answers from the chat to?
Magical mystery.
Well, yeah, we can go on, Brian, because again, this is just a recap, just to let people show up in the chat. So.
Okay, when asking friends and family what they remember, I was surprised to find that most have the current memory. But thankfully, Fizz remembers it like I do, and I feel just as strongly as she does about this one.
And interestingly, some of my friends shifted and then started remembering it like I did. Jeff said originally that he remembered Mount 10 and then changed it to Mount 10s.
Really?
You did, yeah. I can scroll up and show it to you in the thing. But anyway, go on. Go ahead, Brian.
That S is shifty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But so there's another residual here. A residual where people are singing Mountain Majesty, which makes me believe this has changed twice.
So just to be clear, we remember mountains with an S, Majesty. And she, as well as other people, remember mountain singular, but also Majesty singular. So a combination of current reality and past reality. So I think it changed twice. I think mountain changed first, and then Majesties changed second. So mountains to mountain, Majesty to Majesties.
Yeah, that one sounds familiar too when I hear it without the S's on either one.
Okay, that's better. I'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the way I sing it, but it does sound familiar, like I've heard it before that way.
And this is the current memory of what I remember. Oh no, current reality. This is current reality, not what I remember. What am I saying?
For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain.
Yeah, it changes the whole meaning of it pretty much.
It does.
This
and this is what I remember.
Reality, but if you listen, they say Purple Mountains Majesty.
The words and their voices don't match.
That's weird. I heard Mountain's Majesty.
Yes, they sing it the way I remember, but the words on the screen is the current reality, so they don't match up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is apparently the current reality. The Purple Mountain Majesties. There's some more of what we're seeing in today's lyrics. So it's not just one of those variation effects, Sandy. You're saying this is actually changed in the real lyrics?
Absolutely changed, 100%.
Okay. Mariah Carey remembers it the way we do, though. That was very good. That's I could probably sound like her on a good day, Sandy. Maybe.
On a good day.
Yeah, on a good day, I could sound like Mariah Carey, maybe. All right, so forgot Purple Mountains Majesty. These are residues. Purple Mountains Majesty. Again, you're seeing it in multiple layers here, multiple instances. So it leads me to believe that this one truly is a Mandela effect. That it's not just one person's random, right? We're seeing multiple pieces here. What do you think, Teresa? I mean, you investigate residue too. What do you think? Teresa, you there?
Yeah, what are you asking me?
Yeah, what do you think? I mean, with all this residue you're seeing here, is that...
What are you saying? Me.
Purple Mountains Majesty. That's what I remember. That's awesome residue. It's good residue.
Thank you.
I didn't even realize it had changed. That's crazy.
Say Mountains Majesty. Say Mountains Majesty.
Is that
You
easy?
say Mountains Majesty.
Yeah.
He's trying to say it.
She's doing a great job. Good job,
Come on,
Evie.
Evie. You can say it, girl.
How long can you say Mountains Majesty? Say Mountains Majesty. You know this song? You know, is that how you guys sing it in school? Do you say Mountains Majesty or is it Mountain Majesties? That's who's that? Elvis has the best residue right here.
Majesty above the
Yeah, good stuff. Who found that one with the King Rock and Roll?
Me. I did.
That's good find, Sandy.
Thank you.
He speaks it. He actually speaks the lyrics here.
Yeah, I know. That was like, you gotta be kidding. I just found the best residue ever.
Same song, but he actually speaks it.
Yeah, he repeats it in words instead of singing it. It's great. In speech. That's the word I'm looking for. Wow. Could not think of speech.
All right, so where does that leave us with the next one, Sandy? Are we
Esther.
ready yet? We have 10 people watching right now. Are we geared up to start some of the new effects?
Yes. Let Esther get going because she's got early.
It's that time.
Answer English.
Esther, I did it in question format for you. I don't know how many people are going to know it because it's new, but I did do it in question format for them.
Go ask Seth.
Not
Go ask Seth.
not yet, Wizardry.
What?
I haven't had time.
Mama.
Go ask Seth. Go ask
I'm
Seth.
doing everything myself right now.
Go ask Seth. Okay. All right. So this is the one by Esther found this one, I guess.
Yes. And I don't know if this is a Mandela effect or if this is like a hear what you want to hear, like a green needle type deal. I'm not sure. That's what we're going to present it, and we're going to ask the chat. So go for it, Esther.
Let me make this a little bigger so I can read it. I recently brought up a possible change to the way the song is sung in Disney's Encanto.
You know this song?
The artwork is beautiful in that movie. Oh my God.
I love that movie.
Give it to your sister. It doesn't hurt. What? You know the
Yeah.
line?
In the song Surface Pressure, what is the next word you remember being sung
Seth?
under the yellow box?
Seth?
Open.
Where's Seth?
I would sing it, but it's Disney.
Evie. Wow.
Give it to your sister. It doesn't hurt.
That's mine.
Did she use it?
Should we give them options? I'll put options in the chat. I'll give them 3 options. Okay?
What is the answer to this one, Avalon? You know the answer? Surface pressure. Under
There's
the surface.
options, everyone.
Is it the one that goes under the surface? That one?
Yes. Yes.
What is the next one you remember being sung under the yellow box? Give it to your sister. It doesn't hurt. What?
We love you too, drum beats.
And him or
We love-
her.
Where's Seth? Who is Seth?
So I said this is pretty new. I hadn't.
Seth might know this one. Seth, my son Seth might know this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, he
Nice.
might know it better. We have a clip. It might help.
Can
So
I
that
play
way, well, the clip gives the answer. So
it? Oh,
I'm just saying it might help him when he hears it.
okay.
I've never heard of this movie.
It's an awesome movie. I've watched it many times. My son loves the song.
Oh.
I think it's. I'm gonna say this movie, the music is different than any other Disney movie I've ever heard the music. Let me explain. The Disney characters tend to have a certain sound, like perfect voices. You know what I'm saying? And this movie, the singers bring their characters' voices into the song. Like this one, Surface Pressure, the woman has a really weird deep voice and she brings it into the song. Like, oh God, in the beginning, she's like, how am I to, and it's the way she says it. I can't describe it, but it's neat. This is totally different than any Disney music I've ever heard before. So I do, and basically, I haven't seen this yet. I've just seen like the music thing.
And the surface
Esther,
pressure.
let me ask you this. Tell me if this is accurate.
Does anyone
The
know this one?
movie is about a magical house that imparts magical powers onto the people. Or is it the grandmother's magical and she imparts the powers?
I believe I don't know if it's the house per se. It's just more of like a force that is like, I don't think it's I don't know if it's the house or exactly where it comes from. I'm not exactly sure. It might be the house. I'm not positive, but it's definitely, there's, the house is magical. Definitely.
Yeah. All right. So Wizardry is saying, no, she's more of a tomboy. That's what I would say, Wizardry. A strong tomboy.
Yeah, she has the one who can lift everything and lifts houses and.
Just because she's strong doesn't make her not a girl.
Yeah.
But so no one's answering, so we're just gonna go on, Brian, and Esther's gonna share what she remembers. And then you guys can tell us what you're hearing when we play it. Because this isn't about the words changing, this is about what you hear. What Esther hears is different from what she remembers hearing.
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay. So Esther remembers her officially. It's and to her it sounds like they are singing him. What do you think?
It sounds like give it to her sister, it doesn't hurt him.
Hurt him. That's all I can hear. I cannot hear and. And is not him. Just kidding.
So officially the words are and.
Mm-hmm.
Esther remembers her.
Oh,
And now it sounds like him.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be and.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Josh Penn. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Esther.
Oh yeah, I was saying it was supposed to be and. I don't hear and. I mean, it just.
All right, so now I need to ask the chat. Josh Penn says he hears and. Do me a favor, Josh. We're going to play it again. When you hear it, think him in your head and tell me if you hear him. Yeah, Brian. Did you hear him?
Like
yeah.
Thinking
like
him.
I heard it both ways too.
What do you think, Jeff?
I heard it both ways. First it was and then it was him.
No, I only hear him.
I only hear him too, but now Josh can hear him too.
Clearly there's an M.
Wizardry says him.
Yeah.
That's really bizarre. But
so I think this is more of like a green needle type thing, but all I hear is him. I do not hear and I definitely don't hear her. And that's what you remember, correct, Esther?
Yeah, I remember it being her and not him. And I'm like, no, that's not right.
So there was two words there, her and.
I don't remember the and ever being there, just her. And then whatever the next sentence is at this point, I can't think at this point. But yeah.
Gotcha. Laura Hart heard both as well. Welcome, Laura.
Yeah, it very well be the way that she worded it, in the way that it was done. It could be heard either way. It's possible.
And Robert Humphrey says he heard all three. Josh Penn says, I can hear her because of the anticipation of the rhyme with sister.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Teresa, you're up. Good find, Esther. And Esther, anytime you want to leave, you just say bye.
Yeah, I gotta head out because I'm like trying not to fall asleep on you guys, and so I don't want to block anybody on accident by slipping. I've done that.
It's okay. We understand. But, all right. Well, thank you for being here to present yours, Esther. Maybe you can join us longer next time.
Yeah. All right. Night, everyone.
Good night,
Esther.
Good night, Esther. Okay, Teresa's up with a rewind. Someone brought something up to me, and I was like, I think Teresa covered this. Let's do it again. So go ahead, Teresa.
And what decade do you remember, or your best guess, motorized scooters being used for the first time?
Thank you. That's for Daddy's on. That's right. Thank you.
It's the eyes.
Thank you.
I know it's free. I don't know how you do it. You're always here in the middle of the night. Thank you. Same, Mark. I agree. So Eddie Von Keen says the early 1900s.
Right. So
Subliminal says motorized scooters invented way back, then popularized
hey,
around
what
2015.
decade you remember? I remember these coming like out in the 90s or something.
Yeah.
90s.
Laura Hart remembers 1998 specifically.
98 specifically. Wow, that's very specific. I remember 90s because it was like a big thing. Like they would have all these commercials coming on, and they would have
Yeah.
like I
Kids
remember
love
this guy going cruising through his office, zooming past his buddies on one of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Commercial.
I remember 90s as well.
Me too.
But you know this paved the way for the hoverboard. You know, now people ride hoverboards everywhere you go, which are
Well,
not
the one
technically
with the wheel,
hoverboards,
yeah.
are they? They're not technically hoverboards like we see in Back to the Future.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Shall we move
Brian,
on?
They're
before you
motorized.
can move on, Brian, I'm sending you a picture for after this folder. Okay, that's all you need to know.
All right.
All right, you
That's
go
fine.
on.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Do I need to present that, Sandy?
No, well, yeah, but not until you're on the folder. You're already in here. Finish Teresa's folder
yeah.
first.
Okay, The Wonderful World of Disney. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
I would have said the 1970s or maybe the 1960s, but according to history, these were invented and sold to the public in 1915 by the Autoped company.
Ed Hen says maybe early 2000s, and Laura Hart says Long Beach, Mississippi. Here, love your show. Thank you. We're glad you made it. Brian Iverson, does anyone remember or know where I could find the Magnum PI clip where Tom Selleck is reading a diary on his bed and it changes supernaturally like a Mandela effect? No, but now I have something to look for. If I find it, I'll let you know. Teresa? Jeff?
I'm waiting.
No, I'm asking you. Do you recall?
No. No,
You
it's
don't
too
know-
long ago. No.
Jeff?
What was the question?
Ryan Iverson asks, does anyone remember or know where I can find the Magnum PI clip where Tom Selleck is reading a diary on his bed and it changes supernaturally like the Mandela effect?
No.
No, never heard of that, but that's something I'm going to look for.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to look for it too. I've never even heard of it either. But that could be why he can't find it. Maybe it's not in this reality, you know?
Maybe.
you're telling me these motorized scooters were around in the old days?
Yeah.
I mean, were they actual motorized, or I mean, were they like electric?
Gasoline powered.
Well, maybe some of them caught on fire. Maybe they had to recall them.
No, I'm going to tell you the history.
Okay.
These were mostly sold to affluent and early 20th century society, including celebrities like Amelia Earhart. But they were also used by police officers and postal workers to make working on your feet or catching the bad guys easier.
I wonder how far you could go with one of those things.
I don't know. The gas tank isn't that big. It's right at the front.
Oh, it's right at
Then
the front.
again, the motor is a 4-stroke. Trying to remember.
Seth, get it for you. Go.
All I know is it's a 4-stroke engine. I don't remember the horsepower, but I would assume you'd go pretty far with that amount of gas.
Please, can you say, please, sir, I want some more? Say, I want some more. Okay. I was doing a little Oliver reference there for y'all. All right, hold on, here you go. Next slide.
I didn't read the last one.
Go back, Brian.
I didn't even let me read it.
Brian.
I'm gonna go back.
He'll go back when he gets back to his desk.
Okay, here we go. There.
The scooters originally had a hollow T-bar to store gas, but a gas tank was quickly added to the front mudguard to allow the bar to fold down for easy storage. Okay, now you can move on.
Pretty amazing design, would you say?
They were created as an alternate means of transportation during the gas rationing of World War I. When the war ended, people returned to their gas-loving cars. As a result, they stopped making the Autoped in the USA. In the 1921, German companies made them until 1922. But heck, the way the gas prices are going up, we might need to get these back.
I was thinking the same thing.
Same here.
Have you ever heard of a gas-powered scooter so far back in our history? I knew there were motorcycles, but never standing scooters. That's crazy.
I don't know, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
That looks completely out of place to me.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. You've had a lot of pictures.
Why did we buy bicycles for many years? We could have been riding these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Actually, you can buy them for about $15,000 at Hen. The last one sold at auction for $15,000.
Good old engineering. I bet we can go thousands of miles on one of these things. We bet.
I mean, it runs on gas. The tires might wear out.
I'm talking about like battery power.
That'd be good for me getting to work and home.
Yeah, that would. That's actually what it best used for, would be for you to get to and from work.
Oh, God, that'd be so cool. Yeah.
So why don't you get an electric one, Teresa?
Because I don't know how to use them, and I would fall off of it. I'm not good at balancing.
I think you would be okay, surprisingly. I think it would just take a little practice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's a good one. That's a good find.
The rest is just yours and mine, Brian.
All right. Well, I did find a kind of a big one with staples. I wanted to show everyone this one. I did a quick video a couple days ago when I found it. So I believe the Staples logo has changed a second time, or possibly a third time, especially with this new logo. So, not that the company had removed the company removed the staple from the L in 2019. Okay, we know that because now it's just like a upper. It used to be all uppercase letters, right, Sandy? And then now it's just the S is capital and the rest is lowercase.
Yes.
And that happened back in 2019. Well, but do you remember the old logo with the staple L being so bent downward, like straight up and down? I don't. You guys remember this? Or was it bent more straight out?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Was it bent straight out? I mean, with that other change? Like, because it used to be a regular L. Then it bent like this angle, and then now it's like bent and then down straight again. It's like vertical.
So I remember the regular L, and then when I found out about the change, it looked different than that. It was like sticking out to the side more.
Yes, and don't worry, we have that. We have that because the oldest logo is out more. We're going to see that in a minute.
Okay. Well, any responses from the chat about that?
Not yet. No.
Okay, guys, please post what you remember. Do you remember this logo looking like this at all? I don't.
Preliminal says no, bent straight. Now it's a double bent.
Yep, it's
It
a
has
double
two
bend. It
bends,
doesn't make
yep.
sense. This was the change that I'm familiar with, where it got bent out to the side.
Yes.
This is the one
Me
I
too.
remember. The one that changed to. According
And
to
this
Staples,
logo is all merged now. The STAP is all merged.
no, I wouldn't like that. I remember I was in Germany. There was back in 2001, 2002, in that time frame. And there was a Staples I used to walk past every day on my way to Cambrai Fritzkesern. And there was a regular L on Staples. I could bet my money on it. But now it's you're saying this change happened when? When did we get the double bend? After 1994?
After 1994, correct.
Yeah, but I'm saying I was there from 2001 to 2002. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. Laura Hart does remember the double bend. She sold copiers.
Wow.
Mandela Affected, welcome, says no. Tommy Apple's not offhand. The one showing now doesn't look right, says Tommy Apples.
Yeah, definitely a change for me. So that was my find for the week. There is some other stuff. Let's see some logo changes. Do we want to save that for the end, Sandy?
No, I would do logo changes now. I think it stinks to do the logos at the end.
Yeah, I think that's how we usually do them, anyways.
Yes,
What about
throw them in whenever you want.
MGM?
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Well, here's the
I'm
thing
curious.
with MGM. I may be alone on this one, but I remember it being Metro Golden Mayor. That's what I remember, not Gold Win like it is
So
now.
do I.
You do?
Yes.
And I know there's residue out there. I found it all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I noticed that one last year. It drives me crazy because I really remember Golden very
For real?
well.
So
like you remember? Really?
So I just want to say that I photoshopped the image on the top. It's not like that, obviously. That's my photoshopping. In 2018, I shared my memory of the masks under the MGM line. I remember the comedy tragedy masks, not the weird mask with the heart-shaped mouth. But that's not what I'm talking about.
Wait, which one? Oh, that's not it?
Yeah, that's what I remember. I'm not even sure that I remember those laurels there, to be honest with you. I just remember the masks. But I wasn't going to sit there and delete all the laurels. I said, let me just throw the masks in. So I just remember the comedy tragedy mask, not the laurels, in between the band, the film band. And that was the first time I covered this logo. But I found something else. Recently, I came across something I'd never seen before, and I want to ask you all. Besides gold, black, or white, do you remember ever seeing the mask any other color? So Brian, Teresa, Jeff, chat, does anybody ever remember seeing that mask with the heart-shaped mouth any other color but gold, black, or white?
I don't.
Teresa? Brian?
No,
No.
no.
So Preliminal says they were gray, but not sure. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy Apple says you guys are the best.
We appreciate you too, Tommy. Appreciate it.
Preliminal says, I remember the gray mask. And Joe Bloor comes in with red. Do you guys remember a red mask? Go to the next slide, Brian. You guys remember that? Because I sure don't.
No way.
No.
No.
You
That's
telling me it's
crazy.
like this is it like this on the Wizard of Oz? Now you're making me want to go look at the Wizard of Oz again.
I don't know. It says, because I've never seen the mask red before, and it seems to pop up in films randomly throughout the years. So I don't know if it's in the Wizard of Oz. I don't know. It's sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's gold, sometimes it's not.
But do you remember Metro Golden Mayor like I do?
I don't. It was always golden for me, but I believe you. We covered this. I remember you covering it on our show a long time ago.
I know.
I'm making a correction right now. Dr. P, Curious's mom, her birthday is June 15th, not the 19th. We said the 19th earlier. Happy birthday, Dr. P. Claire. Happy birthday, Claire. This couple clearly remembers a red mask, though theirs seems to lean more pink. I think it's the brightness of the flash. But they did their mask red.
Yeah, it's still strange with that heart-shaped mouth.
Absolutely. Someone else covered the heart-shaped mouth. It may have been Moneybags. I'm not sure. But when he covered that, I'm like, I don't remember that mask at all. It was the comedy tragedy mask for me. I remember the two masks. They've even used this logo for cartoons we watched growing up. I have no memory of this red mask.
That just looks all kinds of wrong. The whole thing.
Yep.
The whole mask.
It looks way off to me.
While looking for more images of the red mask, I came across a decade-old non-Mandela Reddit post that sums up how I felt when I first noticed this. And the post says, and this is in our movies, has anyone else noticed the Mexican wrestler screaming within the MGM logo? I was like, that's a perfect description. And the best part is no one cared. There was only 25% upvoted and only 2 comments. No one even blinked at the red mask in the MGM logo.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to wonder about Reddit and other social media because there's no actual like human real interaction. You have to wonder if it's like some of it could be just generated, from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like an AI or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is insane to me. I have never seen it. These are all logos I found with the red. All, like I said, randomly throughout history, they use a red mask.
Let me ask you guys something. Wasn't I feel like the Three Stooges were done by Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
I don't know. I can check. But was that black and white?
Yeah, but the mask would have been there with the heart shape.
Well, no, the heart shape is definitely there. That's not a question. That's an old Mandela effect. Like I said, I think Moneybags covered that. The heart shape is super old. That was like one of the that's the original Mandela effect with this logo. Is the heart shape.
Yeah, I'm looking here. It does mention here on Wikipedia about the 3 of them in Mo, Larry, Curly, MGM feature. So I think they were MGM.
But again, looking for the red mask in black and white just doesn't make sense. It's all black and white. Mandela effect, it says, yeah, I don't remember that mask at all.
So weird.
So again, we don't either. But again, this is just focusing on the red part. It was never red in my past, ever.
Sandy, I can't get over that Mexican wrestler screaming.
Yeah, I can't either. But I honestly don't even remember the laurels around the masks. Because again, for me, I will Photoshop it the way I remember it. I'll take the laurels out. It was 2 masks, the comedy tragedy, which is like synonymous with film, and no laurels. Josh Penn said, looks like Deadpool. Eddie Von Keen never even noticed the mask before.
Okay, we're going to talk about a bread company now.
Yeah, this might be regional. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they sell it at Walmart.
Oh, okay. Well, then you guys know it. That's good. It's from this area. That's why I thought it might be regional.
Oh, is it really? It's from
Yeah.
Philly?
Horsham, PA is where the factory is. It's originally from Pittsburgh.
Oops, did you happen to see someone commented, it looks like what was that comment? Looks like Deadpool. Yeah, Josh Penn says looks like Deadpool. The MGM character there. The heart-shaped mouth.
Jeff, do you want to read this one? Since I know this one affects you.
Yeah. The parent company of the bread,
This bread.
of this bread. Could you make that bigger, please?
Sure.
You don't have to get the picture in there. Just get the words for him.
All right. The parent company of the bread, of this bread, is. Does that say Bimbo
Yep.
Bakeries?
It does say Bimbo.
Which also makes and distributes Entenmann's, Sara Lee, and Thomas's English muffins. So I don't understand why this bread is just local to my area.
And apparently it's not, because Brian says it's sold in Walmarts across the United States. That's good. Welcome, Dominic.
The spelling of a regional brand of bread has changed for me. If you know it, how do you spell it?
We can say it.
Strowman bread.
And I literally just left a few spots there for you guys to help you out. Strowman bread. If you know the brand, please spell it. If you didn't already see it, because Brian showed the whole folder.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay. No, Bimbo Bakeries, not Bimbo Bread.
Well, what's Bimbo bread? Is it? Oh, that's their signature bread?
No, it's just one of their brands. The parent company is Bimbo Bakeries. Welcome, Danny.
Bimbo. Yeah, Bimbo.
Okay, so Tommy Apples remembers Strowman's, and it was plural back in the day. They changed it to singular. But Strowman's, Strohmann.
I feel like Bimbo kind of has a negative connotation. Why would you want to take a company name and run with it, you know?
Well,
Yeah,
the
that's
company
really
name
weird.
was probably before it was a negative connotation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the company name's been around longer than the connotation, though.
But it's appropriate. They forgot how to spell their own bread.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it OH or something like that?
And Joe Bloor says Bimbo is big in Mexico. And that is true. They have Bimbo bread in Mexico. You're absolutely correct.
Named after his wife. Good one, Mandela affected.
That's great. All right, so we only have one answer, and the answer is what I remember. So we can move on, Brian.
What should I do here? Let's see,
Next
Can I flip
slide.
to the next one? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff.
I remember OH.
Same here.
It was
Yeah, Jeff.
Strowman bread in my past. The E was never there. If you know the brand, do you remember Strowman?
I do.
With an E. You
With
remember
an
the
E.
E, Brian?
I know. I don't remember the E. No, it was OH.
Yep, I don't remember the E either. And I've already checked. German people with the last name Strowman spell it both ways. So it can be either.
Oh. Well, you sure that's not it? Like maybe it was just the German version of it or something?
No, that's what I was trying to tell you. There are people, German people, who spell their last name OH and OEH. It can be either way.
I remember it spelled without the E, and I remember
Same.
seeing the commercials years ago with the spelling. I remember.
Yeah. I do not remember that E at all. And Jeff found all of this residue in the newspapers.
Yep,
Thank you,
that's what I
Jeff.
remember. You're welcome.
Also, that tasty cake wasn't spelled with a K. It was with a C.
That was a K for me.
Tasty cake was a K.
Yeah, well, the factory is like a mile from my home.
I mean, 100% it had a C.
I think I remember it with the K.
You'd have to go back about 20 years, though. Yeah, it had a C.
So this was the only residue I found. And that's why Jeff came in with the save with the residue from the papers.
Good find.
Thanks.
That's a great find, Jeff.
Yeah, there was more. It just kept going on and on. There was so much residue.
That's great. Thank you. I really
You're
appreciate it because I was like, I can't find anything. I kept finding like single N's with the OH, not two N's, and I'm like, I know there was two N's.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty confident I would find it because I have a clear memory of it being that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one. So, Teresa, you haven't read one in a while. Why don't you read this one?
All right. I have two questions to ask you. One about a cologne and another about a fashion designer brand.
Brian?
Yep.
So my has no clue about the ME.
Oh my
Neighbor
gosh.
was
So my neighbor, I'm sorry. That's the same. So my neighbor, sorry about that, Teresa.
Okay. Neighbor was telling me about her husband's favorite cologne, and I corrected her, and she said no. It was Aqua. Oh, this is an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Begins with a V.
I don't agree with my neighbor, but my neighbor is insistent. She remembers it that way. She's
What
not
does she
Mandela
remember?
affected. Well, we're going to ask the chat what they remember and see if any of them remember it like her. I don't remember it like her, though. So I thought, well, maybe
I'm
somebody does. So let me ask.
I'm curious to see what it is. I mean, I remember it.
What do you remember, Teresa?
Aqua Velva?
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Jeff, Brian, what do you guys remember? Do you remember?
My ex-husband
No,
used to wear this cheap stuff.
I mean, I was a brute person for a long time. I
Yeah,
used to
Aqua Velva.
Aqua Velva.
Is that what it is now?
It is
that-
Aqua Velva now. Like I said, I
Oh.
don't remember it like her, so we're okay.
What did
Most
she
of the
remember?
chat, we're gonna get there. Josh
Alright.
Penn, Preliminal, Tommy Apples, all say Velva. Joe Bloor with the question. Thank you, Joe Bloor. That is what my neighbor remembers. Aqua Velvet.
What?
Yes, she remembers. And I said, you mean Aqua Velvet? She's like, no, Aqua Velvet.
No.
I know. That's why I was like, well, maybe it's the Mandela effect. She's not Mandela affected. And she was insistent.
Did you find residue
I
for what she
did.
remembered? No.
Yep. Go ahead, Brian.
Go ahead, Brian. I always remember this is Aqua Velva, but she insisted it was Aqua Velvet. Do you remember it like her? Yeah, that looks weird.
Yeah, but
Wow.
there's residue. This is weird.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that my neighbor is in her 80s, so maybe this changed before we were born.
Interesting.
Wow.
Did you happen to look up to see if there's any previous names for this?
Yeah, I did. It's always been Aqua Velva. Always.
Wow. And the commercials too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Question number 2. The name of this brand and fashion designer has changed for me, and I'm really curious how you remember her name being spelled. Tory
You can say it.
Birch?
Yep, Tory Burch. How do you spell Birch, everyone?
Birch.
Burch?
There you go. Those are the 2 options. What do you guys remember? I or you?
I remember you.
I remember I.
I.
What is it
Chat?
now?
I'm waiting for the chat. There's no answers in the chat yet.
Oh,
Tommy Apples is an I.
I guess I'm alone.
Well, if that's who you remember, you can say it. Mandela Effect has said, what about Birch with an E?
Interesting.
It's okay, Preliminal. It's a higher end brand, like Coach. Oh, and in the studio says an E. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't have residue for the E because I didn't look. Josh Penn is an I. Dominic's an I. And if you guys don't know, it's okay. Welcome, Joseph. It's good to see you again.
Cool.
All right, you can go on, Ryan. Laura doesn't remember her. That's okay. So
Oh,
Teresa
you mean I
is
know?
correct. Huh?
Oh, really? So I remember the current way?
You do.
It was Tony Birch in my past, but her name was always been spelled Burch. I guess I got the current memory then.
You
Wow.
do. It's okay.
Interesting.
I remember it being birch like the tree.
Same. 100%.
Me too.
Don't worry.
Wow.
There's residue for days. So this is the current reality. Tory Burch with a U.
Yeah, I have the current timeline.
Welcome in the studio and Derek Freeze.
That's good.
It's a blue. It's a
Lurk Learner is an I.
It's a blue.
Welcome R_9K.
Blue. Blue.
I'm just going to say R9K if that's okay.
Um,
Last Fly Voice here. Welcome.
Blue. Right.
Oh, it's Raleigh. Okay. Hey, Raleigh. So here's residue from Zappos, Fairfax Eye Center. I mean, you would think these companies at least would get the spelling right. I think the next slide is Nordstrom.
wow. Oh, that residue.
There's a ton of residue.
That's interesting.
He's laughing.
So cute.
Line thingies. Arrows? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ed.
But, guys, the reason why Sandy outlines these things in colors is because the Mandela effect, we don't believe, can change the color. It may be able to change the residue, but it can't change the color, indicating that it is residue.
That's true. That's how you can catch it.
What do you call those shoes? Those are flats?
Ballerina
Ballet
shoes?
flats.
Ballet
flats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You reminded me I need to find a pair of shoes too like that.
I got some here in my living room. I don't know whose they are. I
What
think they're my
size?
mom. I think they're my mom's.
What size are they? I'll take them.
Size 8.5.
Oh, I need a 10 wide. Sorry. Got big feet.
So yeah, there's a ton of residue for this. Hey, Captain Kirk, welcome.
Welcome, Captain Kirk. All right, so what were you left with now, Sandy? We have
A
some
lot.
nightlight toys. We have some nightlight toys, right?
Yeah. If you wanted, I would jump to the end first and do the ones I've covered on Mandela Monday and then move up.
What do you mean to the end?
Rainbows and Michael Jackson and then move up until you're done. And that way you don't miss anything too.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so somehow, despite all the research I've done on the subject, there are 2 new rainbows in this reality that I found. Number 1, reflection rainbow. A reflection, it's not on my screen yet, reflection rainbow is technically a triple rainbow with a very distinctive feature.
Yeah, what feature is that?
You're gonna see. I'm gonna show you, Brian. The main rainbow is your typical double rainbow with Alexander's dark band. That's that purplish band in between the 2 rainbows. But the third rainbow, the reflection, is typically a singular rainbow with a much higher, steeper curve since it's a reflection. So if you can see in that picture, there's the regular double rainbow that we all see all the time now, and then a gigantic rainbow above it in a different angle than the other rainbow below it. And I've never seen that before. I've never seen a triple rainbow where there's a third rainbow on top that doesn't match the same curvature of the other rainbows. Yeah, Brian. So here's a close-up from the news. The distinguishing feature that lets you know it's a reflection rainbow is the almost vertical rainbow peeking from inside of the Alexander's dark band. So that part in the center is the bottom of the rainbow that goes above the other rainbows. I've never seen a rainbow inside, in between the 2 rainbows.
No, that's weird.
Seen.
Is that like a rarity, or does it happen a lot?
Well, it's supposed to be a rarity, but there's pictures all over the internet of it.
What's it called? Alexander's rainbow, or?
No, it's called a reflection rainbow.
No,
there are
I've seen
hundreds of pictures of these reflections.
These look like show lights. You're going to go see the show in the city, and they have all those searchlights in the air. That's what that looks like to me, but only they're rainbows.
Okay. So I've never seen these before. That's all. Number 2, higher order rainbows. A higher order rainbow is reflected from many angles inside the raindrop, making it appear that the rainbow is in 2 places at once. And it says read highlighted text because I was going to include text, and I said no, it's a lot to read. Basically, what the text said was that there's multiple angles going through the rainbow of light, and then where you're positioned, creates the optical illusion that there's one rainbow in 2 places. Yeah, Brian.
Okay.
So normally, if you hold your hand up in front of you and just wave side to side, that's normally how a rainbow is, right? You normally see a rainbow side to side, like a windshield wiper, 2-dimensional rainbow. Okay? Now, this would be if you instead turned your hand down and did that windshield wiper motion again. Now you have a 3-dimensional rainbow. where you see the first, well, with the double rainbow, you see the first rainbow in front of the other rainbow behind it. I saved the best image of this for last. This is rare. This was hard to find pictures of. The best one is going to be the last one. So save your judgment until the very last slide. But when viewed, this rare phenomenon can make part of the rainbow appear to be in front of an object, and the other part of the rainbow appear to be behind it, like a mountain, creating the illusion of a 3D rainbow. Never seen this before in my life. Go ahead, Brian. So the original image is on the right. The enhanced version is on the left. Now, Dan is saying he can see a rainbow continuing in front of the mountain. I don't see that. I see the Alexander Band in the middle, but that's it. This is a rare phenomenon, so there aren't many pictures online. But this photo, original and enhanced, illustrates the 3D effect it produces. Have you ever seen a rainbow do this before?
No.
Nope.
No.
No, I'm familiar with reflection rainbows, but not like 3 or 4 of them. You know, like.
Well, this is just 2, where one looks like it's behind another object. Like it's coming down 3-dimensionally. Now, like I said, save your judgment for the last image, because the last image is the best example I could find. Like that one on the bottom. It literally looks like the second rainbow is behind it. Again, this is an optical illusion only.
I keep wondering where the pot of gold is.
Yeah.
I mean, because that would mean it's in 2. How you gonna find it if the 2 rainbows are 1,000 miles apart? You can't find that pot of gold.
Okay, so this is the image I'm talking about. Do you see where the rainbow is compared to this rainbow? Behind the trees? All the way over here? I've never seen anything like this in my life.
That's so weird.
Yes, I'm calling these rainbows new Mandelas because they were not in my past. Never.
And you said what are they called?
Higher order rainbows.
Never heard of it.
Me either.
All right, let me see here. All right, here we go. Did the Michael Jackson Beat It jacket change again?
Yep, yes it did. At least
Really?
for me it did.
I mean, we just covered it, didn't we?
You didn't cover it. I covered it on Dan's show.
All right, so let's talk about this one.
Yeah. First of all, can we just look at the way Beat It is written on this album? Cut off T, crooked E, B and A is broken. That's one of the original albums. Also, Dan and many people do not remember him wearing a brown jacket on the cover with that huge collar. I just want to point
I don't
that
remember
out.
that either.
Now, I don't know if this is like a single album of just the song, you know, with an A and a B side, or if this was the actual Beat It album. I'm not sure. But I don't remember that at all. We're going to get that Mandela affected. You think that was a single?
Yeah, because I remember the
Brian,
cover of the album differently.
I didn't even read it. But it doesn't matter. All right, guys. Which pattern do you remember on the shoulders of his Beat It jacket? 1, no crystals. 2, less. Or 3, a large block of crystals. Do you remember a strip? No crystals, a strip of crystals, or a block of crystals? What do you remember? 1, 2, or 3? And if you already saw this...
I kind of remember 2.
Okay. You already saw this. Just answer what you originally answered when you saw it on Mandela Monday, on Tuesday. What do you guys remember?
2.
So Brian's a 2, Jeff is a 2. Teresa?
Can you zoom in on it?
Zooming on what? Do you remember 1, 2, or 3?
What do you mean by crystals? Are they clear or how do they look?
I can't talk about that yet. I'm asking you, do you remember no crystals, a little bit, or a lot?
A little bit.
A little bit. So you're a 2. Okay,
Yeah.
Tommy Apples is a 2. Joe Bloor is a 3. Mandela Affected is 2 or 3. Laura Hart is 2. Ed Hen is a 2. Last Flyboy is a 3, maybe. Dominic is a 3. Joseph says, I don't know this one, but Jacket was wrong. The jacket on the front of the album is wrong. But the Beat It jacket is still red. Quantum is a 3.
And
All
the
right,
album was Thriller. Sorry, Sandy.
It's okay. No, Thriller. What about Thriller?
Joe Bloor said, and he's right, that the album itself was Thriller that Beat It was on.
Yes, I agree. Yes. Okay, so Mandela Effect is leaning 3. Dominic is 3 for sure. 3, but it was on Thriller. Says, okay, I'm not gonna do it. Ventura is a 3. Lurk Learner is a 3. All right, Brian, you can go on. So now there's another question. Okay, if you do remember the crystals, and all of you do, no one said 1. Do you remember clear or gold? 1 or 2? Left. Actually, do left or right. Left or right. L or R. Do you remember clear or gold?
I remember the gold.
Jeff?
Clear.
Teresa?
Ooh. The one on the right.
Gold? Okay. So as you can see, guys, 3 is the answer. They're huge blocks of gemstones. I do not remember that, but we'll get into that. Tommy Apples is clear. Mandela Affected is clear, but maybe thinking of his glove. Preliminal darker gray left. Ventura is clear. Lurk Learner is still 2 or 3. Oh, Last Flyboy is not sure. Sorry, guys. All right, Brian, you can go on. I can't believe that Brian and Teresa remember gold. That's insanity to me. What do you say, Jeff?
I can't either.
Oh my God, gold.
Gold is so wrong to me.
So wrong. So I can't read the top because you're zoomed in. Can you zoom out? Thank you. Some people do not remember any crystals, but I do remember some. I remember number 2, thin strips of crystals, but it's 3 now, large blocks of crystals. But that's not all. They were clear crystals in my past, but they're gold now. Do you remember large gold patches of crystals covering his whole shoulders? I 100% do not. So what you see in the front is also in the back. It's a gigantic section of his shoulder, all crystal, and it's gold, and I don't remember that. The authentic stage costume, as they have on the packaging, shows gold crystals, but the image of him below that they have are silver. They're clear. So it's a gold patch for the crystals on this doll's clothing, but the image of the clothing on the doll is silver.
That is 100% a change for me.
Same. Both gold, but look at the size difference of the crystal patch. So above is the video, and below is a replica jacket that they're selling as the beaded jacket. I remember more of a strip like that of crystals. As opposed to a gigantic patch.
The new look makes him look like he's a ringmaster or something like that of a circus.
I don't know. It's just extra bright and extra sparkly, and I don't remember that. His live tour jackets are all clear crystal, unlike the original jacket. So they're all clear, but the original's gold. Bonnie Potter, welcome, says, my sibling had the replica coat as a kid. It was not gold, and I thought there was sparse rhinestones, not that many. So here is gold galore from the video, promotional images, dolls, and even Weird Al Yankovic had gold. But the patches are how I remember it on Weird Al. The shape, that's what I remember on Weird Al.
Me too. And that really bothered me that the color on Weird Al's jacket wasn't residue, because I really thought it was going to be.
I know. I remember. I know.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I'm not 100% on any of this, guys. So, you know, I used to watch this video all the time. I just can't remember 100%.
It's okay.
But I feel like I was leaning toward gold, maybe because I saw it recently.
I don't remember gold at all. There was never even a hint of gold. And I do believe it's possible that they color shift when he moves, and they might look clearish with a little gold tint in some lighting. That's still wrong. For me, they were completely clear. There was never a hint of gold at all. So here is residue of the shape that I remember. The smaller amount of rhinestones, not the gigantic entire shoulder being covered. Next slide, Brian.
I think that's it.
Oh, that's it? Okay, well then the mix of silver is in there too. All right, before you go to the next folder, Brian, show the image I emailed you. I forget who mentioned it now. Someone in the chat was talking about how they miss Tinkerbell going over the... Now, this is just a still image, but I believe this still image is made to represent that action of Tinkerbell going over the castle and doing her wand thing. You tell me if you think this is residue. So this is just a meme. It says, while my generation grew up, all weekends began with this. Can you zoom in on the wonderful world of Disney? I mean, it looks like she's doing a ding. I don't know if that's residue or not. I'm asking you, is that residue?
She actually does that on the Wonderful World of Disney.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Flies over the castle and dings the Disney logo. That was the
card. Oh, she's dinging the logo, not the castle. Okay, I get that now.
Yeah. She's supposed to ding the castle.
So it's not residue. That's her dinging the logo now. All right. That's what I was asking. I was curious.
And I remember that used to come on. I was on Eastern time back then, and it would come on around 7:30 in the evening. They'd have like a family movie that you could all watch together on Sundays.
Yep.
I remember that too.
It was great.
And my parents, believe me, my parents used to take full advantage of the times that you got, anytime the cable company would give you Disney Channel free for like a weekend or something.
Yeah, I remember that. A free Disney weekend.
The cable companies would give you like a free trial
Yeah, I remember that too.
You know what I'm talking about?
Disney,
Yep.
HBO, they all used to do it. Hey, Brian, keep an eye out. I'm about to get kicked out.
Okay.
I'm actually surprised I wasn't already kicked out. It's 120. Usually it's around the 115 mark.
Okay, we got 2 more folders to do. Let's talk about this 80s nightlight toy.
Okay. Anybody want to read that, Teresa?
I'll read it.
Okay, Brian, you read it.
The spelling of these 1980s wonderful glowing nightlight toy was changed for me. Has changed for me. So if you remember these, please spell Snuggle.
I'm going to tell you it's Snuggle Bums. I don't know if you guys can remember this. I had like 4 of these things. They were like troll dolls for kids that lit up. The whole body lit up. They glowed. So
I
they're
have no memory of it.
It's okay. They were more aimed at girls. They were called Snuggle Bums, and if no one knows them, we'll just move on.
Sorry, I can't help you on this one.
It's okay. So Tommy Apple says BUMBS. Are you guessing, Tommy? All right, so for me, they were never Snuggle Bums with 2 M's. It was always 1 M. It wasn't GGMM. That's not right.
There were Snuggle Bums, but there was never a second M, and now, of course, there is. In France, there are less bum bums. Why aren't they less bum bums with 2 M's?
Why would they change that? It's the same thing.
And reputable websites are, are they possibly misleading everyone, or is that a confirmed memory? Like, why would these sites not cross-check their spellings?
Especially when you're selling it. What exactly are you talking about, Laura Hart? There's a lot of Mandela effects in the Bible. I don't know the Bible to just know it from Numbers 11, 12. Catholic here, we didn't study the Bible at all. Just referenced it. I know you guys don't know it, but hopefully the obvious residue will tell you that my memory. I'm not crazy, okay? These only have 1 M's. 1 M. It looks so squished with 2 M's too.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. Even though I never heard of it, it still doesn't look right with the 2 M's.
Mm-mm. There's a father nursing in the Bible.
Yes, there is.
You covered it before, Brian?
I think so. Yeah, I remember talking about it. We have nursing fathers in the Bible.
Because Laura is asking about Numbers 11, 12, and apparently that's what it is. It's about the nursing father.
I believe so.
Yeah, I didn't really like my glowworm either, Bonnie. We lost Jeff, Brian.
Yeah, well,
Um,
it is Father's Day coming up.
I like these better than the glowworm because you would just put them like on your nightstand as opposed to like cuddling with them.
Speaking of snuggle bums, I have a snuggle bum laying across my chest right now, sleeping.
Aw.
Yeah.
Is Jeff in the background? What happened to him?
I don't know if he got kicked out or what, but keep a lookout.
You only again, only you can see, not us. You have to keep a lookout.
There he is.
You X'd out of a window, didn't you?
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button again.
I thought the StreamYard bug only affected Sandy.
I'm actually in shock that I haven't been kicked out by the StreamYard bug yet. I'm gonna knock on wood. So, on the left is an image of the map now. On the right is from my game. And I don't know if you can see, but Africa looks a lot different in my game. It's wider. Even the bottom tip is more rounded. And like Saudi Arabia, that whole thing it's almost connected. There's no gap. Do you see the difference? I don't know. It's very hard to see.
Looks like an awful lot of rainforest there in northern Africa, doesn't it? Where there should be desert, it looks like a lot of rainforest now.
Yeah, that's the current map.
You know, it actually um, I mean, I've seen video footage. They actually get like hurricanes there and stuff, like in the deserts sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I covered them. They're called Medicanes because they're Mediterranean hurricanes. Never heard of Medicanes before. So here is a box of candy that they sell or sold that says life is like a box of chocolates instead of was like a box of chocolates. There's Sonic with blue arms like I remember. Here is a tablet shape on the Statue of Liberty, and notice the feet, how narrow it is because the feet are next to each other instead of one backwards walking. And Uncle Sam hat. I mean, it's a book, not a tablet. What am I saying? She's holding a book, unlike the tablet that there is now. All right, so this was a video I was watching. This isn't a photograph. I think that's a red bar flag that they were waving. What do you guys think? I made it black and white to make it easier to see. I'm pretty sure that's a red bar flag at the Olympics in 1992. You guys see a red bar flag? Am I crazy?
Yeah, I could see it.
I mean, the flag is huge that they're waving. So, I think that's an actual red bar flag, guys.
Yeah, so do I.
And also, in this gymnastics video, there was a red bar flag in the logo.
Sandy, I have some more residue I can share with you. I was at the Chattanooga Zoo, and I captured a picture of a red bar flag above a barn. Like, I'll send it to the group here. I just got to find it. It takes me a second here.
Okay. Thanks, Tommy.
Did you get it?
Oh, I thought you were going to present it.
Yeah, I'm gonna present it, but I figured I'd send it first. It was from my phone.
Oh, yeah, definitely red bar. Uh-huh.
That ain't residue. I don't know what is. Okay, you guys see that? I found that at the Chattanooga Zoo.
And then Teresa just sent something to be shown. Oh, nice residue, Teresa. It's from Best Buy. Show that, Brian.
Oh, from the computer in the box?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to share the one that she just sent?
Yep. And then read it
Yeah,
when you present it.
I was cleaning up my bedroom and I was looking, putting stuff together, and that was sticking in the box with the Chromebook, and I'm like, no way.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Best Buy's affected. Best Buy's affected.
It said Center for Disease Control.
Yeah.
Guys, listen.
And that's from Best Buy, guys. That's from Best Buy. They're affected.
I have heard, listen, Teresa, I've heard Joe Biden mention the Center for Disease Control.
And to be clear, for those that don't know this Mandela effect, it first changed.
Oh, we lost Sandy due to the bug.
And Brian, I almost didn't see that. And I started reading it. I'm like, am I seeing what I'm reading? And I said, oh my God, this is residue. And I accidentally found it,
That's great. That's great. It was a good find.
Yeah,
Hey,
but it
good
was
find.
Best Buy's original paperwork with the Chromebook. That's what's crazy. And I was going to throw it away. And then I started reading it. I'm like, no freaking way. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm holding on to this, and I'm holding on to this paper. I'm framing it.
But let me ask you guys something. Are the Mandela effects winding down, or are they speeding up?
Speeding up.
Yeah, they're speeding
What was
up.
the last thing I said?
Oh.
Well,
We were
the last thing I wanted, I was saying that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that's been the name since the 1970s. That's what I was saying when it rudely disconnected me, StreamYard.
Oh yeah, yes. And the thing with the barber-shaped poles, I only remember them being red and white.
Right, this is new though. I have never seen an old reality pole under a new reality pole. And a day later, I saw another, but this time the new reality was under the old reality. So if you look on the top image, we have red and white poles like we remember, but the one that's in the red box, we have red, white, and blue on the bottom and red and white on the top. And then in the Come As You Are video from 1987, the same thing. We have a pole with red and white on the bottom and red, white, and blue on the top. Have you guys ever seen this double-poled, two different Brian, go back. I'm still talking about it. I'm asking the chat. Oh my God. Have you guys ever seen this? Have you ever seen a double pole with two realities on it? Because this is completely new to me. I've never seen this before. Brian, Teresa, Jeff, anybody?
I've never seen it before.
No, me either.
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm running out of breath. All right, you can go on now. I've never seen that before. And then I see two in one day. Crazy to me. I've never seen that. So this is from the early 1900s, and we have a cutoff F. And I can't say for sure, but I think the TY is merged because the T looks way too short on the right. It looks like it's going into the Y. I could be wrong though, because it's blurry. But the F is definitely cut off on the left side. And this is the early 1900s. No, I wasn't around then either, but in my entire lifetime, I didn't see those cut off F's and T's until Twitter. My entire childhood, things weren't cut off like that.
Okay.
So Little Caesars, since 1971, do you remember the letters broken like this? Because I don't. I don't remember the A's and the E's all having little
No,
gaps in them.
they were not broken. And also, it was spelled CEA.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
what I
that's the old
remember
Mandela
too.
effect. Yep, CEA, yes. But I don't remember all these little cutouts. And the T's are merged, but I don't remember all the little cutouts. And they've been like this since 1971. The next image should be the other logos showing they haven't changed it since 71. So here you can see an old thing in 2000, 2017 to present. Little Caesars is broken up the entire time. Maybe Danny. I could see that, yes. Longer and slender, I could say yes to my thumb being a little bit longer and slender.
What's up with those weird letters connecting to like from one letter to the end of the word?
Yeah, it's a new pattern that I'm seeing. And also, I brought this up last week. This was called the Home Show to me. Why is the logo just home? Do you guys remember the Home Show or Home?
I don't know, but ET phoned home, not home phone.
I don't know the show.
It's okay. It's old.
No, there's no way that USA Network was merged. Neither the TNT.
No.
Yeah, that looks wrong, especially the TNT.
This is from a commercial in the 1990s.
Wow.
And look at we got the weird double VW and the TW is merged in both of them. And TNT is merged. I don't remember any of this. Yes, Quantum, the Home Depot stole the who stole show?
What is that, like brushing in your teeth with coffee?
No, it's toothpaste for coffee drinkers and smokers.
Oh.
That's why it's decaffeinate your smile. Take the coffee stains away. I've never heard of Caffrey. Maybe it wasn't. No, it was in a commercial vault. So what's sold in the U.S. But we're talking about the early 1980s, and those F's are cut off, merged. The E's are all weird. The C is eating the A, like we've seen with Cannon and everything else. So.
Carnation Breakfast.
Yeah, Carnation Breakfast.
The logo for Carnation Breakfast. The C is eating the A.
Yeah. These are Mandela patterns we keep seeing over and over again.
Well, I want to know what it all points to. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the bottom of it. Will we ever find the answer? You know?
No, we're always going to be guessing because unless someone comes out and tells us, I'm doing it, there's no way to know.
It could be multiple. You know, there might not be just one person. It could be multiple.
I think it's
It
multiple
could be
different
God.
things causing it.
It might be multiple different things working in tandem.
Yeah. I don't think it's just one thing. I've never thought it was just one thing.
And
I'm telling
my
you,
theory would be multiple things, different beings on different planes of reality through string theory. And each
guys,
plane of
I have
Yes.
to tell
reality,
you,
the strings.
I have to tell you, I heard some. I mean, I felt some chilling vibes when I first heard that the Field of Dreams movie. Uh, do you remember when he's in the field and he hears, "If you build it, he will come"? That's when I had a shiver down my back, and that's when I woke up
Yeah,
to
I
that
did
Mandela
too.
effect.
Yeah. I
Well,
remember
well,
they.
I didn't wake up to it from that one, but it did like because it was so wrong to hear it that way. I did like get a shiver. It was like that's not right. It was day.
Yeah. Sandy, did you know you have 23,000 photos you've uploaded on here?
Yeah, I know. There's
That's
a lot.
incredible. Do you have a Patreon set up? Because I would like to point people over to your Patreon.
I do not, Brian.
Okay. When you get one set up, we will recommend it.
I don't even know how. Okay, but listen,
We will point it.
it's not 23,000 photos. It's more like 23,000 times 5 because you got to remember there's multiple images. You understand? Inside one image. So there's probably about 100,000 pieces of residue in my Flickr account. Guys, it's public. If you want to go look at these up close, like say you missed something or you can't see what we're seeing and you want to look at it up close, excuse me, I got to. You're free to go check out my Flickr. It's public. It's Brian, can you pull up the Flickr account and show them
Well,
just the
yeah,
album list?
but Sandy spends so much time working on this stuff. You know, we wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for her. You know, like I would definitely be having a hard time here putting everything together, but she makes everything look so easy, but she puts a lot of time and effort into doing this stuff. So everyone give a warm thank you for Sandy here for doing all that.
Oh, stop. But the point is, you guys can go and look. You can actually click on each image and read them for yourself. Look at the massive amount of typos and look at all the residue and pictures. Like if you couldn't see the rainbow thing, you can go to the rainbows folder and actually look at it close up and see what I'm talking about. And that way, but yeah, I think 99% of the stuff is public. I usually private the stuff for the next show, just so you guys are surprised. You can see the new stuff. But once the shows are over, they're all public.
Hey, Sandy, you have a question for Laura. Do you have a Cash App? I think
Oh yeah,
Laura wants to try to help you
it's
with
it's
with
just
this
my
time
name.
and
I think it is. I think it's. Hold on. I'm not sure.
yeah. Can you
Jeff,
post your cash
do you
tag in the
know it,
chat
Jeff?
so they can find you? Anyone
I
who
don't know
wants
if
to
I
donate can
know it.
donate to Sandy for doing all this stuff.
Oh my God! Stop, Brian.
Thank you, Laura.
I'm looking. I'm not even exactly sure. I may get kicked out. I'll be right back. Oh, it's not. See, I'm glad I didn't say anything. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to write in the chat. I added, it used to be my name, and that was too hard to remember. But it's got NE in front. I added Mandela effect in front, and I used my username instead of my real name because my own friends were messing up the spelling of my last name, so I changed it. But are you guys still there? So quiet.
Yeah. I was trying to look up your chat tags, Sandy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, because I left StreamYard, and that's why I didn't know if I was still connected. Because like if you leave the app, sometimes they'll just disconnect you, or just disconnect your sound. So that's why I wasn't sure. So, is there anything else you guys want to show? Teresa, do you have anything like you want to show that you've saved up? Any images? Any residue?
No.
You haven't posted anything in the group recently? I guess not. Jeff, do you have anything you want to share?
No.
Well, there was one thing, but I don't think you want to show it.
Why?
It's kind of, I don't want to show it.
Teresa's been working on her apartment the past month, and
I don't want to. Well, here's the question: have you ever heard of a catfish eating a bird and killing it?
What?
Go to my group. I don't know if people want to see this, but yeah, I did post it and freak people out. Yeah, go to my group. I don't know if you want to show it. It's kind of scary. You have to put the kids to
Aren't
bed, though.
birds supposed to eat fish?
No, go look at my group. Brian, why don't you go to my group and I'll show you, and you're going to freak out, guys. I didn't know if this is the Mandela effect, but everybody who's seen this is freaking out. Yeah, I can't. Just go to my group. Trust me on this.
And I will say,
Put the kids to bed.
for anyone that's new, if you are on Facebook, Teresa's Facebook group is private. So anything you say there, only members can see. They can see the group, they just can't see what people are saying. So if you don't want your family members to know you're talking about the Mandela effect,
it's private. Trust me, it's private. Brian, go into my group.
Okay, remember you can get to it from my site. It's easy to get
Okay.
to. This is
You got to see this video, guys. I'm not even kidding. You're going to be shocked. I didn't know the only thing is you need to if you have any kids right now out or up, put them to bed. Trust me on this one. It's a little,
So this is Teresa's group, Mandela Reality Residue Hunters. You have to ask to join. Make sure you answer the questions or the moderators will deny your request.
Gotta find this. Where is this post at? It's here somewhere. You might have to Google my name. I did pin it at the top, so it's somewhere. Some of this stuff I haven't even seen yet. Brian, you might need to Google. You might need to go to the very top and go into things that were pinned. Yeah, see the very top there? Yeah, right there. Where is it? Just Google my name at the top. It'll come up. It's not that one.
I can search the group.
Yeah, just search my name. It'll show my post. Sorry about that. I didn't know if this was something you guys wanted to see. Okay, there you go. Now we can find it. Where is it? Oh,
There it is.
That's it, right there. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm not even kidding, guys. Watch this.
Oh my
Watch.
gosh, that's a pigeon.
Yeah, just watch. Trust me on this one, guys. Watch.
Losing its fear of humans has enabled one animal to spread into cities everywhere and in huge numbers. Pigeons are by far the most successful urban bird.
I have to be careful because of copyright. BBC usually copyrights their stuff.
Yeah, just forward to that part right there. Watch.
Stop.
Yeah.
Pigeons were scavengers.
No, the bird is hunting the fish. Look, catfish.
I know that. I'm saying, in my past, pigeons didn't do stuff like this. They were scavengers.
Well, look. No, it's the fish hunting the bird. That's what's crazy. Look.
Monstrous wells.
Thank you, Laura.
Look, it's a catfish hunting a bird, hunting a pigeon.
Oh, a catfish hunting a pigeon. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
No, stop it.
Yes, I posted this and I didn't know if it was something we could show, and I was like, no, maybe I better not. Because, of kids, and I was like, I am freaking out. And the people who've seen this video in my group are freaking out. Because these are bottom dwellers. Look. Please tell me this is the Mandela effect for anybody.
It is for me. That's
I'm
crazy.
like, I know this, I know. Yeah, look at it. Look.
Wow.
Boom. Yeah.
Oh my
I didn't know
God.
if this was the Mandela effect or not, but Sandy, can you kind of show this to Fizzy? Will she get kind of grossed out?
I can show it to her, but Fizzy.
Show this to Dan. Tell Dan I found this, and this is something Dan might be interested in. All right. I just was afraid to show this to anybody because I didn't want to freak anybody out. But this, I have never heard of a catfish going after and killing and eating a pigeon. That is beyond bizarre. You guys agree?
That is crazy.
Yeah. It is.
First of all, welcome. Take America back from Israel, and have a good night.
Yep. Good
Good way
night.
First time in the chat, and then says, "Catch you later."
I'm freaked out by this, guys. But yeah, I had to bring this to your attention.
Yeah,
Well,
that's crazy.
We're about at the end of the show here. Sandy, is there anyone else real quick that has anything else to mention?
I asked Jeff and Teresa. Teresa mentioned. I do want to put a link to Teresa's group in the chat for anyone new.
Okay.
Again, you do have to apply by
Answer
answering
the questions. Yes.
But
truthfully.
yeah, but once and if you answer the questions, you get let in by the moderators. If you don't answer, they deny your request to join.
Yeah, because
So
we
make
don't
sure
know
you
if you're a
answer the
troll or
questions.
not. Yeah, just please answer the questions. They're easy questions to answer. I mean, just standard questions.
And
Just a
Brian,
couple
if
of
you
them.
want to put a link to your website, I can't even speak, in the chat.
Sure.
That's Teresa's Facebook group.
Sorry, starting to get tired.
I have everything linked on there.
Yeah.
There's
What a way
even
to
some
end the
goodies
show,
on there that you
guys.
can't talk about.
Yeah.
There's
Now,
polls.
isn't it
There's
supposed to be a full moon?
videos.
Isn't it a full moon tonight, or was?
I think it is. It's which
Strawberry
moon?
moon?
Strawberry. Yeah, I can keep track of these. I can't believe all these different moons we have. All these different names and
I don't know,
colors
but
and flavors.
What's weird is that, what was it?
We had a blood moon too. Don't forget.
We went to get Wendy's tonight, and they had
Uh-huh.
strawberries frosties. You know,
Ah.
the new strawberry frosty you can get now.
Yeah.
It was good, and we also have a strawberry cheesecake. Hot, you know,
Probably for the strawberry, and I bet you that was related to it.
Guys, Frank Nunez says, welcome, Frank. Tomorrow is the full moon. So it's almost.
Okay. Thank you, Frank.
And Choyo Ventura says, the catfish is now more of a cat than fish.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
I've never seen a catfish hunting a pigeon. That's crazy, guys.
Wait, stop. What? Laura says, why are bees considered fish?
Yeah, there is an
Bees are
article about
considered
that.
fish?
Yeah, Brian, you might want to bring
What?
that up. I meant to bring that to you, Brian. I meant to show you that, but I didn't know if it was anything. Yeah. Brian, Google that.
Yeah.
Bees are now considered fish. Yeah, I saw the article about a week ago, but I was too busy doing
it's California. It's California. Brian, I'm going to send you the link.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I see that.
California's being crazy again.
They're always crazy.
I think it's an environmental law. I think it's an environmental law to protect bees, bumblebees specifically. And it was easier for them just to put it under a fish law.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. Lazy. Brian, I sent you an article that you don't have to go through a paywall. That's making you subscribe to read it. Joe Bloor is in California.
We're about at 2 hours, guys.
Don't you know we're loco? Did you get the article, Brian?
Yeah.
This is still weird. This is so weird.
NBC.
Bees aren't fish.
Bees aren't fish.
They're good to California court thinks they are.
That's crazy.
The ruling provides much needed protection. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Please don't read the article.
Well, at least tell us what it's about. And it's not just a bee, it's a duck. Oh no, look, that's a Mandela effect.
That's a Mandela effect, isn't it? Sandy, wasn't that a Mandela effect you did?
Yeah, I got COVID coughing going on. Hold on for a minute.
COVID coughing.
Yeah, the congestion that won't quit.
I only remember if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck.
I don't remember the rest of it.
If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and talks like a duck, it all rhymed, and now it's quacks. Like they changed talk to quack.
That's crazy.
Are they saying something about they evolved?
No, that's not the Mandela effect. I'd have to look it up. I'll look it up while you're going through that. I'm going to look it up in Teresa's group because it was found by somebody that's no longer with us.
What? Who?
Someone who passed away.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The Mandela effect about the duck.
Oh, really?
Alice in Mandela Land?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Bless her heart.
No. I can't remember his name.
Begins with a C.
You talking about Corey?
Yeah.
No, it's not Corey.
Corey Workman?
I'm not talking about. It's someone Teresa had a fight with and kicked out of the group. I can't remember his name.
Who? Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Do you remember
I
his
need to-
first name so I could find this
Guys,
post?
we're at the 2 hour mark, Sandy. I don't want to exceed my time with the free StreamYard account, so I've got to end it right here.
Oh,
I
I
knew he-
see. Okay, Brian.
talking about
Right.
seeing. I
Otherwise, we
can't
won't be
remember.
able to have a show next week.
Yeah.
Well, it just cut short into the next one. You know how that works. So
Yeah.
anyway, I hope everyone has a great Mandela Effect night. God bless. Anything else, guys? That's it.
That's it. Thank you. Thank
Say
you
goodnight.
again, Laura.
Say
Good
goodnight,
night,
Teresa.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Everyone.
Good night.
Good night.